Okay, can I please have an extension on this coursework?
You've had plenty of time to make a video game. What have you been doing?
I've just been a bit busy with things.
You need to put more time into your university work and stop being so distracted. I saw you in my last lecture. You spent all of it drawing a picture of Bubsy with a machete through its head.
That was time well spent.
Look, I can give you till the end of tomorrow. Rules are rules. Good luck.
I've got to make a game in 48 hours. You mean like plumbers don't wear ties? I do enjoy bad games. Sometimes they really make me laugh, and the frustration some of the worst ones might give me just makes me appreciate the good ones even more. I think with game design, you have to have the crappy games to realise just how awesome the other titles are. I've always been quite forgiving of designers and developers who are lumped onto really crappy game projects, because even though the games are often really bad, I'm more than fully aware that I wouldn't be able to make a game even half as good as even them. Apart from this game. Yep, I'm pretty sure that I would be able to cobble together a game better than Plumbers Don't Wear Ties in just a couple of days. In fact, you could put a better game together than this. Goldfish could put a better game together. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties was made by United Pictures, or Kirin Entertainment, depending on what sources you look at. I couldn't find information about either company, but the game was published in 1994 on the Panasonic 3DO, and in 1993 a super rare hard to find version was published on the PC. The game's box art tells you to expect an interactive romantic comedy, which are three words which should never be put together. She's a daddy's girl, he's a plumber. Plumbers have everything. But do they have job security in an ever-changing market? Sex, spirituality, white-knuckle chases, shameful propositions, a nun. Whoa, the 6 ingredients to a happy life. Well, I'm sold. Let's get this game on the road.
Hi, my name is Jane. We hardly know each other, but that's about to change.
So to start up, we have this full motion video of some pretty blonde in her 20s, which has legit been filmed in someone's front room. Look at that bedsheet in the background here. This is top quality, not sketchy at all. Imagine being that actress. I bet she was told she was going to get a studio, but instead she gets 100% Egyptian cotton tacked up with a couple of drawing pins and some blue tack. She is brave. If I'd have walked in and seen that, I would call the police straight away. You know, if they were still taking my calls. That top is a good look, girl. Where has your top gone? This is really what happens in the gameplay. For no reason at all, it cuts to the next bit and she's totally topless. And she doesn't change her stride at all, it's so comical to look at. Oh, and don't worry if you didn't already get a good eyeful of those mammary glands, the camera guy has got you covered.
Guess what? You get to take me home and have your own degenerate little way with me.
This is literally 3 solid minutes of her saying how she wants to find a boyfriend, but that she isn't the kind of girl to sleep with a randomer.
Because I don't do one-night stands, I don't date musicians, and I don't roll over just because you bought in this game.
Literally that, for 3.5 minutes. Methinks the lady dost protest too much. Disclaimer, slut-shaming is wrong. Her breasts really are mesmerising, aren't they? I think I'll take down a few notes. A boob tuber who complains about sexism. Oh, do f off. Will you have sex with me? No! Fine. Slut. Here's where you actually start playing, if you can call it that. Once she's stopped talking, you get to choose between getting the full story or skipping straight to the first choice. If you hate yourself, you'll go and get the full story. Well, let's pick the full story.
Give me the full story.
Racing cars, pandas, topless dude in bed, more racing cars, another panda! Oh, it's okay, I'm sure the racing cars and the pandas are going to be explained in the rest of the game. Why though? Ooh, now we're getting interesting.
It's your mother. Now get your ass out of bed. I said get up, John.
Go away, random woman, you're killing my lady boner.
John, if you don't pick up this phone, I'll be in your face in 5 minutes.
The The mother is trying to get John to go out and get with some woman called Amy, but he isn't keen, and she's not impressed.
Okay, whatever you want.
Now, what have you done with Amy?
I got her boiling in garlic oil.
I'm not cutting it like this for comedic effect, by the way. This really is in the game.
Ma, just drop it, okay?
No, I won't. Amy's perfect for you. Poor thing's just waiting for you, John.
Oh my god!
She's not my type.
And what is...
I think I need this on standby. Cut across town, and Jane is getting up too. It's her dad that's pestering her to get married.
Where are you, Jane?
You called me, Daddy. Don't you know where I'm at?
Now, damn it, Jane, you get on the stick and make some babies for your poor old father.
So you've probably noticed by now that the full motion video we saw at the start is long gone. In its place, we've got still photos. This is the case for the rest of the game. Yep, the rest of the game looks like when your 3G is struggling to stream porn on your commute home. And people do that. Not me, obviously not me. I've seen other people do it. So now we know our two main characters, Jane and John, both of them being pressured by their parents to get married. We get to know them a bit more intimately right away as we see their entire morning routine. I'm not even kidding, we see everything. Getting dressed, getting showered, trying out outfits, singing into hairbrushes. Why does John keep a plunger in his bedroom? Ugh, I am suddenly not attracted to John. Or am I? Ugh! Oh, no. Alright, so finally, after that intro that took far too long, the two of them meet in the car park of a place where Jane is going for a job interview.
Whoa! It's 8 o'clock and I'm seeing a 10. What I wouldn't give to do her plumbing.
This is Harry Armas. Welcome aboard. Please extinguish all smoking materials during this story, because it's gonna get hot enough as it is.
After all that good 10 minutes of watching a load of still images, it's finally time to play an actual game.
So, who do you want to make the first move?
Jane may be daddy's girl, but she's no slouch when it comes to getting what she wants. Jane makes a move on him before he can count to 10.
This isn't a game. You choose the option you want to proceed with, you click it, the story continues, that's it, that's you done. So your options are let Jane make the first move or let John make the first move, or the third option where Jane walks away after saying hi. So I'm gonna pick that one. First we listen to their internal monologues.
Maybe if my skin were a different color. Chicks don't like white guys anymore.
I just want to meet some nice guy. Maybe if I were small-breasted and just normal.
And it's a strong start from John by saying that the reason he can't get a date is because of black guys. But it's a strong hit back from Jane by saying that only women with small breasts are normal. Well, this is gonna be a close game.
Hey, babe. Looking for some action?
The next thing we see is these two random characters. With no context they appear and start hitting on each other. The dude here is an especially bad actor.
Maybe go to my place? You know, hang out, have a beer, get laid?
Emote! You know! And then, after that Oscar-winning performance, we're back with John and Jane. Wait, so that was just a dream? Was that John fantasizing about being a guy who can't act and Jane fantasizing about being a woman with shoulder pads? What is going on here?
I just want a normal life, you know, nothing special. Just a small house in the suburbs with lots of friends. Canasta on Saturday afternoons with the neighborhood wives. Maybe an affair with the meter man.
And nothing from John for the second round, but Jane talks about how she wants to cheat on her future husband and hits it out at the park. What a dick.
Only I could meet the right guy.
What, another fantasy? I don't get it. Is this supposed to be something that has happened or something that John and Jane want to happen? I've got to say, the pair of them have got some very tame fantasies if that's the case.
Are you my love? The one I've waited all my life for?
Yes, my darling.
Alright, I'm gonna need as many of these as I can get.
Only I were more exotic looking.
Exotic looking, so black? Called it! Casual racism. So funny.
All of the arts, theater, children, grandparents, and chocolate chip
You
cookies.
are so worried about your self-image. I bet you can't even get it up.
Can't so. I hate women like you. I'll kill you for this.
White men can't use knives.
I literally cannot tell if that sentence is more racist to white men or black men. By the way, if you want to see something grim, Google woman killed for turning down man. I know this is just a stupid caricature of the situation, but it is an actual problem, so I personally don't find this scene very fucking funny at all.
The story even gave you extra characters to fool around with, and you still couldn't get the two lovebirds together.
You liar. That entire 6-minute sequence, not once were we given a chance to interact at all. It was like being trapped in a soundproof room with a one-way mirror. I just had to watch it and feel the minutes of my life slowly melt away into nothingness. Alright, let's just have Jane make the first move. So, she pops on the sexy voice.
My name's Jane.
Hi, John.
Unfortunately, I'm in a rush. First day at a new job. Here's my number. Call me sometime.
Can I call you tonight?
You can call me anytime.
Oh, geez, how come the sexy voice never works for me? Unfortunately, I'm in a rush. Why don't you call me sometime?
For the love of Hideo Kojima, will you please stop calling me, you utter maniac?
You know you want it, big boy.
Actually, that is quite a sexy voice.
Yeah, you should totally come over right now.
Yeah, maybe I should, if you keep talking like that.
And you can show me your twin snakes.
No, never mind. That got weird.
Well, to be fair, I guess that didn't really work as a chat-up line.
And yes, I know I promised you a job, but what happened was completely out of my control.
Jane isn't quite good enough to get the job, so what's her only option? What can possibly be the only option for a female if she isn't qualified for a role?
You know, perhaps something can be worked out after all.
Yes?
Take your clothes off, Jane.
I just sat down and blew my little head off until...
Take your damn clothes off!
Whoa! These filters, why keep dropping them in like this? I'm gonna have an epileptic fit.
Now see how your sick curiosity led Jane into this mess?
Oh, it's time to make a choice again. Will Jane shame her feminist forebears and take off her clothes?
If you really enjoyed the shower scene in this storyline, check out this decision.
Like anyone who is willingly playing this game would choose any other route.
Well, okay then.
That's better. That's the spirit.
But I like this kinky stuff.
Holy hell! Seriously, he stares at Jane like this for a full minute. I mean, sure, she looks great, but bloody hell, man, pull it together. By the way, by default, this would be censored with a weird nose face thing. You can get rid of it by putting in a code somewhere on the 3DO version anyway.
Get down on your knees, you bad boy!
Oh, please, please!
You promise to be a good boy for Jane?
Okay, I'm gonna be sick. Let's just skip to... that sound!
She was an innocent girl before you started screwing around with this story. But I've never seen such a disgusting series of plot choices in my life.
Did you put LSD in this again? I only wanted to play a cute comedy of errors romance. Now I've seen this middle-aged guy in his underwear and I'm getting my ear chewed out by a goddamn guy in a chicken mask. I didn't ask for this. When you mess up like this, you get to go back to your previous choice and go again.
I knew you could do it. Hope you don't mind being videotaped.
Jane kicks him in the face and he is not happy. In the literal next slide, she's at the door. Whoa, her boobs must be bouncier than they already look. Oh boy, he's angry. He grabs a letter opener and he's off after her, holding it like a fat middle management Norman Bates. This is looking like a corporate video on how not to treat staff. Or how to treat them, I suppose, depending on how piss scared you want them to be of you. The fact that the video stops on each slide for what seems like forever it really gives it that these game designers do not give a crap feel. It also does a stellar job of removing any drama from the scene. Whoa, and now they're in the car park, and he's still chasing her. Her top is magically back on, even though she didn't have it with her when she was running away earlier. Oh, this is getting intense. Ah!
Stop it with the damn buzzer!
Seriously, it is so jarring every time to hear that noise. All I can think is that because the sequences between each story shows are so long and repetitive, the game designers knew that the player was probably nodding off and needed a loud noise to keep them awake.
Who the hell are you?
I'm taking over this story. Finally got rid of that obnoxious character. And that horrible music.
Another narrator? Haven't we got enough?
We've got 2 already on the story selection screens, and now you're chucking in another one. This late on into the game? Well, we need this narrator to have a go at us apparently, like we weren't being punished enough.
I don't believe it. How could you make such choices? Were you raised in a barn? These are the most disgusting series of plot choices.
When will the suffering end?
What's John going to do to save Jane from this terrifying letter opener wielding maniac?
Help me, help!
Run, Jane, run!
This sequence consists of 4.5 minutes of slides of Jane running away and has thus been abridged for the sake of your sanity.
What is happening right now? No, I mean in my life in general.
And it just goes on and on and on. They're jumping on trains, jumping off trains, running through shops, posing with tourists, running around landmarks. What worries me is that these photos were clearly just taken in public. There was some woman running around topless with 2 dudes running after her. What must that have looked like? I love this photo the most. Look at these people in the background. They are clearly just random bystanders who wandered on into the scene.
Well guys, it's your lucky day. You got a bit part in the worst game ever made. Alright, someone make sure these guys get in the credits. Put them down as a tourist couple who totally called the police the incident after this photo was taken. Hey guys, you need this. No, seriously, take it. I've got loads.
Finally, after what seemed like forever, they run into an abandoned building, and after literally a solid 2 minutes of them all sneaking around, dipping around corners and poking through corridors like the world's worst Scooby-Doo episode, John and Thresher have the world's slowest stop-motion fight.
You're going to jail for what you did to me.
What'd he do to you?
He wanted me to strip for him to get a job.
You're disgusting.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I can make you an offer you won't refuse. Try $5 million.
$5 million? For what?
One night with you.
I'm sorry, but I cannot allow this sexist trash to continue.
Oh, thank God.
So much for that liberation front.
Wow, what a powerful and relevant metaphor.
Men have been beaten, kicked, slugged, and spat on throughout this sorry tale. I'm telling you, I've had it with these uppity women.
You're right, random guy who occasionally turns into a chicken for some reason. Men have been oppressed for far too long. Here's a list of some of the things that are happening to men all across the world at this very moment. Oh wait, no, that was just for women. My bad. I'm just making a point. Obviously men of the world have to put up with some pretty awful bullshit too, but it's the fact that the narrator is defending this boss character that is so troubling. This narrator character is more of a tool than John and Jane are.
I hate to imagine what your love life is like.
Oh, it's the same as this game. Confusing, repetitive, and delivered in low-resolution PowerPoint presentations.
That's another thing I don't get. Even though both the actors playing John and Jane are really hot, there is absolutely zero chemistry between them. You thought it wasn't possible to depict negative chemistry in still photos? Well, it is. Just look at this bit if you finally get them to kiss. Neither of them care. Both of them are like guppies butting heads.
How about 1,000 for a couple of hours?
Sure thing, buddy. Your place or mine.
Whoa! You're disgusting.
If you choose the right choice, Thresher gets left in the house alone with this totally random woman who just rocks up, with the inference that he's about to get raped. Because that's hilarious, right? Right?
Wait a minute, you can't leave me here.
I've never felt like this about anyone. I love you so much.
Wow, after a good half hour of knowing her, plumbers don't f around.
I want to know everything about you. Where you live, what kind of work you do. That's so god-awful important.
I'm really a plumber.
Oh, I just love your sense of humor. You're such a joker.
No, I'm serious. I'm really a plumber.
John, plumbers don't wear ties.
Yeah, she said it. Everyone could go home. Show's over. Plumbers don't wear ties. Is that a saying I'm missing? What does it actually mean? How would you use that phrase in usual life?
This is the second time you've needed a coursework extension. Is everything all right?
Well, plumbers don't wear ties.
What? What have I told you about taking this seriously?
I know, I am taking it seriously.
And that doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, that was the joke. It's for a video.
I have lots of other students that help, you know. Ones that don't draw pictures of Bubsy being seriously maimed.
And that's the joke it ends on. Jane not believing that John is a plumber because that's funny. And they drive off into the sunset and, I'm sure, a long-lasting and fulfilling relationship. I just can't believe this game. Aside from the fact that it looks awful, it really does sound bad too. Listen to this.
Jane says no to this disgusting proposal.
You can hear the microphone popping. You'd think a game that relies so heavily on sound would invest in a goddamn pop shield. It seems the actress who plays Jane is now an actress and wrestler, and does appear now and again in productions, but I couldn't find anything about what the guy is up to. I don't know, maybe this put him off acting for good.
Take me back to the first decision.
They think after sitting through all that I'd want to go through it again. Seriously, the type of people who need to go back to the start because they're still masturbating at this point, they have no place in civilized society.
End this thing.
Don't tempt me! You could give your toddler a dinner of alphabet spaghetti and the 75% of it that she splats up against the walls would be better code for a better game than Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. You could play Pickup 42 at the mouth of an active volcano and it would still be a more preferable game to play. You could walk along a train track dressed as Thomas the Tank Engine and the people stood up on the platform are still more likely to mistake you for the 1025 to Dorking than they are to mistake Plumbers Don't Wear Ties for an actual game. And you know what? It's not even the overt sexism that pisses me off. It's the fact that the company created this bullshit and honestly thought it was good enough to put out there and get money for. Did not one of them involved see what was put forward for publishing and say, guys, maybe we should QA this just one more time? Anyway, I have to go. I have to write a goddamn video game for university.
Octav1us, can I have a word?
Yeah.
It's about the video game you submitted for your coursework.
What's the problem?
Well, there's a few problems with it actually, but I was just calling to check that you're not, you know, having some kind of severe mental breakdown.
Yeah, so what's the problem? Did I get a bad mark?
Well, let's just play through it together and see if you can see where you went wrong.
Okay. John, get up, John. I need my only child to bear fruit, and in my lifetime. Now what have you done with Amy? Where are you, Jane? You called me Daddy, don't you know where I'm at? Damn it, Jane, you get on the stick and make some babies for your poor old father. Wow! What I wouldn't give to fiddle with her buttons. Or something. Jane may be Daddy's girl, but she's no slouch when it comes to getting what she wants. You must be over 18 to view this choice. Take your damn clothes off! Help me, help! Run, Jane, run! How can you choose such choices? All these choices that you've chosen are so bad to choose. What are you doing? I fail to see the problem. Do you?
You know what? I'm just gonna pass you.
Good.